The best thing about WordPress is that you can build a very dynamic website without the need for hard coding things. And we do this through programs that we like to call plugins. So these plugins, as the name suggests, plugs into your WordPress website, and it helps you improve the functionality of your site. There is thousands of plugins out there. Some are free, some are paid for. When choosing a plugin for your website, it's important to remember that the more plugins that you install, the slower your website will load. So what we've tried to do is compile our top 5 must-have plugins to give you the bare minimum plugins that you need to build your WordPress website. Of course, there are loads of others out there that can improve functionality or improve your SEO, but these 5 are a good place to start to help you on your WordPress journey. So come closer and we'll tell you the secret of our top 5 WordPress plugins. Number 1 is Elementor. Elementor is a great page builder and it will help you build unique looking websites. 2 is Essential Addons for Elementor. Now, this is an additional plugin that helps improve some of Elementor's features and unlock some more potential for your website. 3. Ocean Extra. Now, Ocean Extra is a plugin that works with the theme Ocean WP. So if you're following along with our tutorials, make sure you have that theme first before you install Ocean Extra. Again, just like Essential Add-ons, it improves the functionality of your website and improves the Ocean Extra theme. 4. WordFence. WordFence is a free plugin that helps give your website a basic level of security. This includes firewalls and gives you the ability to scan for malware. You can also block specific IP addresses and set up criteria to make sure that your website is secure. 5. Forminator. Forminator is a great free plugin with an anti-spam bot feature that allows you to create dynamic forms on your website to collect your customers' data. So now let's look at how to install those and keep those up to date. So now let's look at installing those 5 plugins that we've just mentioned earlier. So once you're logged into your dashboard, come to plugins. So we can see that there's already some plugins here. So let's look at the ones we've already got. The only ones we really need are this one. So let's deactivate SG Security and delete that. Now let's go to Add New. And we're gonna, in the search bar here, search for Elementor. Hit enter. And click Install Now. So that'll start installing the plugin. And once that's finished, you can either click Activate, or what I'd recommend is if you were installing more than one at a time, typing in all the other plugins first and installing them. So next we want to add on Essential Add-ons for Elementor. Now we can actually see it's here, it's recommended it to us. So let's install that. Now we're going to add Ocean Extra. Which is this one here. Install. And then we're going to add WordFence. Click Install. And finally, Forminator, which is this one here. And again, click Install. So all of these plugins have now been installed on our dashboard. So let's have a look at them. So here they are here, but as we can see, we've only got the out-of-the-box Site Optimizer and the WordPress Starter. Don't worry if your dashboard looks slightly different to that. You can delete the plugins that are already pre-installed and just install these ones here too. So now we want to click all the ones that need activating. Select the drop down and click Activate. Then click Apply. So that's how you install the plugin. Now, We will have to actually optimize each one of these plugins, but later on in our tutorials we talk you through those steps. So for now I'm just going to click these to close and come back to our plugin dashboard. So we can see that all our plugins are now blue, which means that they're activated. If you want to disable or delete a plugin, you can click deactivate. Now what this will do is if it still appears in your plugins dashboard, it will remember all the information that you've installed to it, but your website won't have that functionality. So if at a later date you want to come back and reactivate it again, if you click activate, it should, in theory, then remember all the information that you had associated with it and apply those settings. If you want to remove it, you click deactivate and then delete. By deleting it, you will remove all your information, so when you come to reinstall it again, the information may not be there. And then finally, we have to keep these plugins up to date. So whenever you log into your dashboard, you will see this screen here. On the side, you can see here it says updates. Now, if there were any plugins that needed updating, there'd be a red dot with a number in it telling you how many. So whenever you log in, or just log in kind of every 2 to 4 weeks, double check to see if anything needs updating, and you can see here nothing needs updating. So I'm going to quickly jump into another site to show you how it will appear if the plugins need updating. So as we can see on this dashboard here, we've got 3 plugins that need updating. So I'll show you how to do that now. Click updates. And you can see we've got 2 plugins it's telling us to update. So if you click that box there, click update plugins. And that'll just run through the update process. Now you may see this sign here that says briefly under maintenance, try again in a minute. Don't panic, this is just a temporary thing that WordPress presents whilst it installs your plugin securely. When you come back to it in a few minutes later, click refresh and it should refresh your website and you see it functioning normally again.